Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited because I am finally doing my Chantecaille video. I've tested this brand for a couple months now. It's overall a new brand to me. I only own like an eyeshadow I think from them in the past, but I've gotten a lot of their products and I tested all of them. I applied them on for you and I actually recorded in natural light the application. That way you can really see everything. I'm hoping that footage will be good because the sun was kind of in and out, but I think in front of natural light is the best way for you guys to see how the products stay on the skin. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. So Chantecaille is a very expensive brand, which is why I kind of postponed testing it out for a while because honestly, I spent so much money on these products. However, I have to say that I have discovered some amazing products and some that maybe aren't worth the price tag. So before we get started, just know Chantecaille is just overpriced. I mean, it's just a very expensive luxury product that I wouldn't say it's worth the money for what you get, but you are paying for the luxury. They also donate to wild animals. So there's a lot more involved in the price than just, oh, does it look good on the skin? There's also skincare ingredients in some of their products. So I just want you to understand that about Chantecaille, that it is not for the faint of heart. Chantecaille also has some skincare, and honestly, their skincare is pretty good. I tried their bio-lifting mask and that was absolutely amazing. That was one of those masks that you see a tightness, almost a lifting right after you use it. I usually wear it overnight. So that was really nice. I also tried the gold mask. That was nice, but I didn't see as big of a result as the bio-lifting mask. And I think I've also tried the eye cream. That was fine. And the oil. Those weren't as impressive, but I also have to test them out a little bit longer. But the bio-lifting mask, for me, that I saw an immediate result. But let's move on to makeup. So I'm going to start off with this bad boy right here. This is the Chantecaille anti-aging face tint, and it's in the sheer bronze. This I would describe like a gel consistency. It's a primer, it's a bronzing primer that has anti-aging skincare in it. I do really love it. It's very expensive, and is it worth the money? Probably not, but I have really been enjoying it. It comes in this little pot. It's a gel formula. It's very similar to the Chantecaille foundation that I'll talk about in just a little bit. But it looks very scary in this pot. But once you put it on, it gives such a beautiful bronze. It's not too intense, it's not too orange, it's not too cool tone. It just bronzes up your skin a little bit. It definitely helps with the pores. It's a very smoothing, and I can wear this on its own. Mostly if, you know, it's in the summertime, this would be a beautiful just layer of, I wouldn't even just call it skincare or primer. It's just a glowier, bronzier base, and it has this effect that's absolutely stunning. I think you have to try this on because I've seen reviews of this when it came out and I was just not impressed. I was like, that's so much money for a product like this. But the more you use it, the more you'll understand why it's so practical and easy. You can wear this alone, you can mix it in with a foundation, and I've done both of those and it works really well. So for me, this anti-aging face tint really is a standout product, and I can't pinpoint exactly why I love it so much. I think it's just the way it sits on the skin, the way it evens out my skin with a bronziness to it, and it helps with the pores. So it's a beautiful, beautiful product. Is it necessary? Probably not, but I do enjoy it. Moving on to a very popular product from them, and that is this just skin tinted moisturizer. Now, I had picked up the foundation first, used this for about a month, and then decided to go with the skin tint because I've seen so many good reviews, and it really is a beautiful skin tint. It is more on a creamier, thicker side. It's not very liquid, but it blends in super, super fast, easy. It's a light coverage. I was not able to get a medium coverage with this. Maybe light to medium if I really added a little bit more on the cheeks, but overall I would consider this just a tint. The beautiful thing about this is that it has such a almost matte finish. It even feels that way when you rub it in between your fingers. It's very creamy in the beginning, and as it sets down, it becomes a little bit more mattifying and soft. It doesn't stay that glowy finish, which I think for a skin tint, it's really beautiful because a lot of skin tints tend to have a lot of glowiness. So I think this is a beautiful product. I don't think it's necessary. Again, it's a very expensive. I think this is $80 if I'm not mistaken. I think you get quite a bit, 1.7 ounces. That is a lot of product. You usually get 1 ounce in a foundation. So you get a lot of product. I do like it. I love the application. I love that it's a squeeze tube. I feel like you're going to be able to get a lot of product out, probably every single drop. And the way it sits on the skin, it's really beautiful. It's one of those products that I keep reaching for it daily because it's so easy. I usually use my fingers to blend it out. It has a soft matte finish. Like there's still this luminosity to it, but it's not glowy. And it's so easy to apply. I put a little bit, use my hands, and it just evens out my skin. I don't feel covered. I don't feel heavy. It feels like I'm not wearing anything, but the finish is really something special. I think that is something unique in this tinted moisturizer that I don't have a lot that I don't feel this way. Again, when you apply it, the consistency is almost like a whipped thicker cream. It's not this serum-y tinted moisturizer. Anyway, I think you guys get the point. I like it, and it's a little bit more unique. And the YSL has 1 ounce and the Chantecaille has 1.7, so you can really see the difference here. So price-wise, yes, it's expensive, but you do get almost double the product. Also, my color is vanilla and it works fine. I will say all the Chantecaille coloring is just a little bit either too yellow or a little peachy. I don't have a perfect match. I've been doing vanilla like in both of the foundations, but there's just something that it's not quite perfect. I'm definitely more of a neutral undertone, so when you put a little bit too much peach or a little too yellow, it just looks a little off. Now moving on to the foundation that I have sang its praises already for quite a bit. This is the Future Skin Oil-Free Gel Foundation, and it has the same exact packaging as the bronzing tint, and you can kind of see here the undertone. Doesn't it look a little bit like peachy? Maybe more than I would like, but I really wasn't able to find a good neutral undertone. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's what I'm wearing today, and I love this foundation so much. I think it's quickly become my go-to foundation. Now I use this skin tint for every day, kind of even if I don't put any makeup on, I can rub a little bit of this all over and it's beautiful. But this, I use it as a foundation. It has light to medium full coverage. You really can build up this foundation. I don't think you can ever get like a full coverage, like you don't see anything through this, but you do get a buildable coverage, which is really nice. I also really like the finish of this foundation. It is more on the luminous side. It's still not super glowy, so don't be intimidated. Even if you have oily skin, I could see how this could be beautiful. This just looks like skin. It just looks like skin, and that's it. If I wear this, nobody could tell that I'm wearing foundation. It is so skin-like, so beautiful. The finish, I would say it's more of a natural finish. It's a gel formula, so it blends in really nice and smoothly. First layered, for me, it's more of a light to medium, and I can build it up to a medium. I never wear it as a fuller coverage. To me, this is a skin-like foundation if I just want to even out my tone a little bit. Like today I feel even, but I still have like things that you can see through. Also, this makeup is from hours and hours ago. It's not fresh, but I still think it looks really good. So to me, this foundation is fabulous, absolutely fabulous, and I can see myself finishing this up because I've already used it so much. You get 1 ounce, and you know, I don't love that it's in a pot. There's not much I can do about that, but because of the formula, I could see how it could be difficult to put it in a pump. But yeah, that's something to consider if you don't like that. Obviously, I like the Chantecaille foundations. Now, they do have a concealer, a stick concealer, and I think an illuminator. I decided not to pick that one up. It reminded me a whole lot of my Clé de Peau, and then I have my Tom Ford new stick concealer, so I felt very comfortable with that. However, I did pick up their pressed powder, Perfect Blur finishing powder. It's not pressed powder. So this is a baked formula, and it is a very blurring. I don't love it under the eyes, like to set my concealer. I don't love it much, but for overall finishing powder, it's absolutely beautiful. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Westman Atelier powder. It has a similar finish to it, and I do like it. It's quite blurring, it's kind of perfecting, but again, under the eyes, I don't love it. There's something about it that I find it that it makes my under eye look cakey. Now, I did set it today right under the eyes, and it's fine, but it's nothing special for that. However, all over the skin, it does give such a blurring, filtered effect that I think it's really beautiful. This is a great one to touch up because it doesn't matter how much you put on, it won't look heavy or cakey. It's really pretty. It comes, I think, I don't know, in a few colors. I have light medium, so that's another thing with the shade range. We could do better. So is this powder a must? I don't think so, but it is beautiful. For the price, it's kind of up there, but I have been using it and I like it. Now, Chantecaille has these Gelée formula. They have a bronzer, they have the blushes, and the illuminator. I don't know if the illuminator is a true Gelée, but I really like the Chic Gelée. It is what I'm wearing right now, and again, I've had this since this morning, and it's like midday, so I've had this for hours and hours, and it lasts pretty well. Now, this that I have right here is Vibrant, and it is quite vibrant initially, but you can really sheer it out, or you can build it up. This is one of those that could potentially move your foundation if you have really a thicker foundation or full coverage, but I use this mainly on tinted moisturizer or over the Chantecaille foundation. I haven't had any issues with this lifting, and I usually either dab it with my finger or take a brush, use it off of my hand, and then go with a brush on my cheeks, and it really works so well. Now, this has such a beautiful finish. It has a luminosity to it. It has, I wouldn't say a glow, but there's just like a sheen to your cheek. It really is such a beautiful formula. I am very interested in trying their bronzer, but it's been sold out everywhere I looked. So I didn't pick that one up, but eventually for a future sale, I probably will end up picking up the bronzer because it's just such a unique gel formula that is so easy to apply, blendable, and I think that this will work on any kind of skin type. If it's more mature, more dry, more oily, this doesn't stay that stickiness on the skin whatsoever. It really does set down. You also get 0.73 ounces, which is pretty good for a blush. I think it'll take you forever to go through this one. It comes in 3 different shades. This is the deepest and most intense one. I tried the other ones too. They're pretty. The lightest one, there's like a light pink one. Honestly, I tried that one in store and it looked a little patchy on me. This one did not, so I don't know about that, but for me, I really enjoyed this one. I think this is a more unique, interesting formula that I haven't seen from pretty much any other brand. I've tried these kinds of packaging and blushes, but not the actual gel formula, and the way they sit on the cheek is just so flattering. Also, their liquid Lumière, I have mine in Brilliance, and this I like, but it's nothing super special. If you are into that very natural highlighter, this is for you. If you like a more glow from within, this is for you. If you like something that's more intense, you will not like this, because even though I try to build it up, you'll see that I have a highlighter, but it's never gonna be super beaming, which I like. Also, I find that I need to, you know, put the blush, put the highlighter, and put the blush on top, because the highlighter will almost like take over. So yeah, there's a learning curve with these products, but once you figure it out, I think it's really beautiful. I like this color Brilliance. It has more of the champagne tone. There's one that's called, I think, Sheen, that has more of that silver. I feel like that would show up even more on me, but I like this for summertime. I think it's a beautiful, soft, glow from within highlighter. And again, that gel formula, because this does have that same texture. I find it a very flattering and beautiful. And yeah, I think these are both unique and interesting, more for somebody who likes a natural, luminous makeup. Now moving on to the bronzer. This is the Real Bronze in the color Sirena. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is another standout product from this line. I would say the foundation, the gel formula, and this is something unique and absolutely gorgeous. You can see I've used it quite a bit. And this is that baked gelée formula that is luminous. It has this beautiful luminosity to it, but it's not like shimmery on the skin at all. It just gives such a beautiful bronze. I would say the color definitely pulls a little bit warm. I don't mind that. I think it's beautiful mostly for summertime. But again, they only comes in 2 shades, this one and a deeper one, but I could probably pull off the deeper one as well. So we need more colors in the bronzers for sure, but I do absolutely love this one. That you can see right here how beautiful the finish is. So yeah, I think you can't mess this up. I put a little bit on, I can add and add and add, and it still will be so blurring on the skin and give, I wouldn't say a glow, because once you blend it in, you don't see that glow. You just see a freshness to the look. And I think this is very unique. Probably worth the money, because it's one product that I don't own another bronzer that does what this bronzer does, and I think it's quite unique. As you can probably see, I absolutely love Chantecaille. Okay, moving on to some eye products. I have here 2 different formulas. I have these that come in this pot. It's more of a cream eye color, and it's called the Mermaid eye color. I have them in 3 different colors. I have Copper, Sylvie, and Starfish. Starfish has been my favorite for a very long time, probably a couple years since I bought it, and it still works really well. I did shatter mine, sadly, but this is probably my most favorite purpley one and done shadow. There is some dimension in this. You can put this all over the lid. You can put it in your crease, and it almost looks like you have 2 different eyeshadows on. Absolutely stunning. The undertone of this purple is so beautiful and flattering. In the application, I did not apply mascara, so I feel like I could have done a better job at applying these eyeshadows so you can really see how beautiful they are, but my eyes kind of bothering me, so I didn't want to put it through all that. However, it really is such a stunning color, and it's a very unique, my go-to for sure. What I'm wearing right now is Sylvie all over the lid. This one, they say that it's more of a matte brown color, but it definitely has a sheen to it. It has a beautiful sheen to it, no actual sparkle, but it's like a soft matte. a luminous matte. That is a perfect explanation. And I really like it. It's an everyday. The brown undertone is so beautiful. It's not too warm. It's not too cool tone. I like that it shows up on me, but it's almost a wash of color. It's one of those that just that all over the lid, some mascara, and you're good to go. So I've been actually using Sylvie as my everyday eyeshadow since I bought it, like maybe a month or so. I really like it. It's absolutely stunning. And I think Sylvie is the owner's name, and she created this because this is her perfect brown. So I think it's a perfect brown. I think it's a beautiful brown. I will say the one issue I have with these pots is that I use my finger to apply. You can absolutely use a brush. I've used a brush with these before, but I wish the pot was bigger so I can stick my finger in there and really get the color on my finger. But yeah, that's negative in my opinion, but it's still absolutely beautiful. And then the last one is copper, and I put that over Sylvie. And this it's not a true super intense copper. It's more of a soft bronzy color. It's not too warm. It's not too cool. It's just a little bit of a shimmer. And the shimmer is not metallic. It's not glittery. It's super soft, elegant. Anybody can wear these. Anybody. These are so beautiful and elegant on the eyes, from a teenager to really mature skin. Anybody can wear them. They're absolutely stunning, and I think this is another standout product. Even though I have a lot of these kind of pot eyeshadows, these really I think are my favorite that I own so far. Now moving on to a very expensive eyeshadow, and these are the Luminescent Eye Shade. These have the giraffe and different animals. This is the elephant, there's a lion, there's different ones, and these types of shadow, if you buy them, they will donate a percentage to an organization that helps with the specific animal that is on the top. That was very hard to explain. But so the price is, I think, $58, $56. So these are $56, and these pot ones are $38. To me, I will say I buy a lot of luxury, and I don't mind spending the money on it, but these are so expensive, almost ridiculously expensive. So from the start, I will say these are not worth the money. Now, do I like them? Yes, I do. I really do like them. I have two colors. I have the elephant, which is a beautiful taupey color that has some shimmer and some sparkles in it, but it's very sophisticated. And then I have the giraffe, that it's more of a deeper chocolatey color. I did apply these on camera, but again, I don't think it gives a true representation of how they really look when you put some mascara on and smudge a little bit on the lower lash line. These truly are a one and done kind of shadows. Which one do I like more? I like them both. I think the giraffe, it's a beautiful, like deep chocolatey bronzy color on me, and it's definitely more of a grungy look, but still cool and sophisticated. I wore this color it's in my Project Paint video, I think, and I thought it was beautiful. I got quite a lot of compliments. I also have a reel with this shade. If you want to go to Instagram and look at it, I have a reel that kind of shows a little bit better what this eyeshadow can do, because it's not just a brown shadow. It does have some shimmer and some shifts in it. Now, not as much as the elephant, but it still does. So to me, this is definitely a smokier color. Now the elephant, it has definitely some shift in there. To me, it looks more gray, and it has some green sparkles through it. So it really is such a unique color. I would say out of both of these, I think the elephant is more unique, more special, and something that I don't really have in my collection. The giraffe, I can dupe that, but this elephant one, I really haven't found anything, and I kind of went and swatched some things around. So if you have an idea of how to dupe this one, let me know. but I find this very beautiful. Again, absolutely not worth the money. I do think that these are kind of extreme, and it's not that I wouldn't recommend them, but I just think that there's better out there that aren't so expensive, like the Pat McGrath toppers, so much better. But again, that's more metallic and glittery. These are a little bit more sophisticated, but for the price, I would not recommend them. Are they beautiful? Yes, I like them, but I don't know. I think that is just too much money for what you get. Feel free to disagree with me, but I do think that these shadows, the cream ones, are better than the ones that come in the animal print. Again, if you really care for animals and you want to buy this and you feel good that a part of it is donated, that's great. Or you could just donate straight to the elephants. Moving on to lip products. I have here 3 lip products. I have a lip liner and 2 different formula of kind of their lipsticks. Let's talk about the lip liner. This is in the color Nuance. I tried the color Natural and Nuance, maybe something like that. Honestly, I didn't love the other colors. I felt that they pulled a very bright on me and almost like a red brown. It was not very flattering on my skin. And this Nuance is more of a my lips, but pinker and more muted. So it's not the best lip liner I have, but it's not bad. It's just fine. This is one that I probably wouldn't repurchase. It's just okay. I do like the color. I think it's kind of fun and a little bit unique. And when I wear this, I kind of don't feel like I'm wearing anything. It looks kind of like my lips, just more defined. The staying power is so and so. It's not the most long lasting. It's not one that just rubs off. But in general, I would say you can skip the lip liner because it's just okay. Like the NYX ones are nice. Those are a little bit more drier than this one, but those last better than the Chantecaille one. So yeah, I think these are $28. It's not horrific, but for example, my Tower 28 lip liners, I think they're much better and the colors are better, and those are $15. So yeah, that is one that I could say you can skip over. You don't need that. And then we have 2 different lip products. This one right here is the lip veil, and my color is Tamboti, and this formula is quite popular. It seems like a lot of people like it. It's nice. Again, it's price-wise, it's just too much money. This is over $50 and I just don't see it being worth it. It's quite moisturizing. It feels nice. I feel like it lasts actually much better than other lipsticks that have the same formula. This is luminous. It has nice pigment. I do really like the color. It's a beautiful nude on me, but it's nothing extraordinary. It's nice. I like it. I don't know if I would go and get a bunch of different colors. Maybe if they were on sale, yes. But I really don't think that they're worth the money. They're just too expensive. Now, the formula is very nice. It's very moisturizing. I wouldn't say it's super glossy, but it's not matte. It's kind of like a beautiful, like moisturizing balm that has nice pigment to it. And I think these are beautiful, but again, too expensive in my opinion. So the description of that lipstick is a revolutionary light gliding lipstick that leaves a luminous veil of pure hydration color on your lips. And I do agree that this is beautiful and luminous, and with one swipe it looks pretty, but I don't think it's revolutionary. I think we've seen this before. And then moving on to the other one, this is the Lip Chic Impatience. Now this I like more. I know the lip veil is more popular, but for me this is more unique. It's more glossier, and this is a mixture between a lip gloss and a lipstick. It has a beautiful finish. I'm gonna add a little bit in the center right here. Again, these are both nudes. I was definitely not going to spend, you know, my money on an intense red that's luminous that I wouldn't wear. I usually wear matte reds. So the description for this is a revolutionary hybrid that combines the rich, even coverage of a lipstick with the high shine and plumping effects of a gloss. Just like I said. So I do like this formula. This is $42. I almost dropped it. So that is, I think, a better price. Still extremely expensive for what it is, but I think I like this one better. The lip veil is $52. The lip cheek is $42. So there's $10 difference, and I like the lip cheek better. It's just a little bit more unique, a little bit glossier, and maybe a little bit more of a unique formula. Wow, and those are all the products that I've tried from Chantecaille. I think it's pretty much a full face. I didn't buy their mascara. It is so expensive, like 70 something dollars for a mascara. I was not gonna do that. And any brow products, because brows are easy for me. I only have a handful of those. So overall, I really like Chantecaille. It's definitely a luxurious brand. There's some hits, and I would say the skin products like the foundations are absolutely stunning. The bronzer is a standout, and the eyeshadow, these are absolutely gorgeous. I can see myself, you know, repurchasing other colors in the eyeshadows, in the Mermaid cream ones. I also think the gel formula from them is kind of unique and fun. These are $48 each, so I feel like it's more acceptable compared to some of these other products. So those are overall my thoughts on the brand and the things that I like, the things that I think you could skip on, and some that are just okay. I would say my favorite three products has to be the Chantecaille foundation, the eyes, little mermaid eyes, and the bronzer. I think the bronzer is absolutely gorgeous and unique. The rest are nice. Again, there's no dud. The only thing that I really wouldn't recommend is the lip liner, and even that wasn't bad. It's just like nothing unique. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Chantecaille. I'm curious to try more, and I would love your recommendations. For now, I'm not gonna buy any more Chantecaille just because these, I don't even know how much money I spent on all these products. It must be so much. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you find it helpful, and I'll see you in the comments down below. Bye.